everybody, it's Jeremy. Welcome back to EA Tetragrammaton, where we are playing This is turn 126. Let's jump into things. Alright, we've got our normal bag. A bunch of corpse man construction, naiads, yetis, kusarikus. We are upping, so we're kind of where we're at for now on the corpse man construction. We might boost someone in the future and start producing more of those, but for now I think we're kind of where we're at now. Naiads and yetis are actually gonna start slowing because we're running out of water gems. Kusarikus, we're probably gonna start increasing here. We just increased to 2 per turn, probably gonna start increasing maybe to 3 per turn in the near future. But yeah, other than that, normal stuff. A lich, a vampire, done is done. Witness attack between Lunka and Hinam. Golem takes on a fair chunk of basically one of those little parties that Hinam has put together. Auto Wailing Winds, we've seen this guy before, right? Very interesting. He has the Horror Harmonica, Auto Wailing Wings, Rings of Return. The Horror Harmonica allows him to call a horror. So he's going to eventually take some damage. And he is calling horrors. And now he's gone. But he's got several horrors here. Yeah. It's kind of a crazy fucking setup. This is like high-level Dominions play where I feel I just don't have enough experience in the game, especially in late game, where I'm just like, damn, like this is the shit, right? Like knowing to kit your golem out like this, specifically targeting a location, teleporting onto these people, summoning a whole shit ton of horrors, and then basically just being returned to safety is really cool. Like that's really fucking cool. Really cool scenario. Anyways, so he kills 6 zombies there, kills some shamans, kills a bunch of chaff. That's pretty nice. Blows like this are very important for us. We did some good blood hunting. Nice. Attack in Shibia. Vampire Lords take on a small force. We are hit in Witch Haven. Not much happening there. A Vampire Lord takes out 2 shamans. We take control of the province of Ivermark and Caves of Madness. We are hit in Barren Crags, no big deal. Battle in Halimir, no big deal. We take control of Mirius, and then we get hit in Mirius. Our vampire or our liches beat the Vampire Lord. We take Turtle Glades and Trottern, and then we bump in Trottern again. Our lich wins against the singular Vampire Lord. The lich has slightly more death magic, and they basically do the exact same thing. So the lich ends up winning out because the lich makes more skeletons. Is how it typically goes. Range of Shadow. We get hit. Small raiding force. There's a battle in Saedica. We see a Vampire Lord drop against the little group. Again, this is kind of like his thing. A Baal, some fire snakes and some undead, a couple of Amis, a couple of Achas, maybe a couple of shamans. That's pretty effective forces that we're going up against. Taking Andoria, Gaeta, have some unexpected events. More population lost. Province income lost. That's unfortunate. Gained some air gems in Black Alps. Had an assassination attempt on Bone 1. Oh no. Oh no, Lippo. Dippo. So it's just a little spider. Little spider. Okay, who's gonna win? Little spider versus Bone 1. Uh-oh. I was gonna be like, if he poisons me, all right. Deadly disease continues. I still have not. I haven't figured out what this is or how to get rid of it. I tried getting rid of it, and it didn't do anything. So I believe this place is just cursed for all eternity. We were discovered in Ghent, attacked. We just need to stop putting people through Ghent, apparently. I think that was like the third person we lost there. And we have troops in Murius that are taking damage from something holy here. So that's interesting. We're gonna get out of there. I mean, that's basically the reports for this turn. So, what are we doing this turn? We're hitting a couple of different locations, right? We're hitting into Ross, we're hitting into Range of Shadows, into Halamire. But we've got two big things that we're doing this turn as far... I say two. We got two and a half big things that we're doing this turn as far as movement. The first one is we are moving towards the Realm of Silence. He has been attacking out with all these little groups. My assumption is he is going to pull some of these groups back to defend the Realm of Silence. But he's actually losing some of them in battles, right? Ivan Moore being one of those examples, right? He's kind of trying to fend us off now, not with just thugs or super combatants, but also these little groups that can kind of take out certain thugs. But can they deal with a larger army? They can deal with a medium-sized army that doesn't respect them, as we found out in the Caves of Madness, right? Especially when that army exhausts itself. So we're gonna strike out towards Realm of Silence, and we're gonna see what his response is. My anticipation is that he consolidates a couple forces in Sciatica. We have a big battle, we lose. And that is not good. That's really painful. But we will see. Okay. We will just have to see. Nothing super special about this army, by the way. A couple of undead, couple of kidnids, couple of yetis, couple of urguards. I guess a lot of urguards, etc. Putting up all the normal things that we utilize: mass regeneration, Gaia's blessing. Relief is going up. We're doing Storm, Rush of Strength, Life After Death. We have Anti-Magic, Will of the Fates, Doom. Yeah, Army of Gold. So we don't have a very great caster for Army of Gold here, fortunately. So the slow Army of Gold cast, but that's okay. What it is. So hopefully this goes well for us, but we'll see how it goes. How it goes. I also think that we have an issue with not enough. This is like a super risky move, right? Like, what's the chances of us actually having Rusting Heights this turn? After this turn. I'm gonna take Shademail Hopperkin on this Elder. I'm gonna load him up with additional gems. And send him into Resting. We have a scout here with additional gems as well, but I just don't know that it's going to be enough. So we'll see how that goes. More than likely, this doesn't turn into a fight at all, and we find that he consolidates on Realm of Silence, and we just pull back, and the feint that we have there is exactly what it was, a feint. But I'll tell you what's not a feint is this. And I hemmed and hawed about this for hours. Oh my god. Like, this actually kept me up at night. We are attacking from Ivermark with everything into Raphabolia. We have an immense force here, close to 800 units. We should pop the fort in one turn. Well, I say that. He has buffed the fort. He's given it an additional 1,000 fucking wall integrity. Of course he has. You know what? I could just pull out in response to that. Just let him do that repeatedly. Pull back out. Regardless, though, we're gonna try to fight here. And here's the thing. This is halfway a feint. It's a feint that's not a feint. I don't really know how to describe this. We are attacking Raphabolia with a very big force. I am casting flames from the sky at Raphabolia with 3 different casters. Pyrophlogos, and then Flame 3 and Flame 10. I'm somewhat concerned that there might be a dome on Raphabolia, but we're going to take the chance because whatever. There's nothing that we can really do about it. You know? Like, I don't think there are spells that take priority and we could fire them first and test to see. Otherwise, I would. If there are, please someone let me know that, because that is nothing that I have ever heard of, and that would be great information. So we're dropping 3 flames from the sky. Again, the real reason that we're trying to do this is to kill as much chaff, soften him up as much as possible if he decides to sally out and fight us on this turn. That can potentially help counteract his fucking massive HP bonus from Gift of Health. Okay? So, there's that. The other thing is this is, when I say this isn't really a feint, but it might be a feint, is if he doesn't come out of Raphabolia, and we don't one turn pop it, I might just go for his cap. Like, I might just, on the next turn, march to Black Alps, then march to fucking Hinnom. And we're just gonna see how it goes. I don't know. There's a lot of different scenarios. There's a lot of different ways that this can go. This is a very strange situation. And I'm kind of forcing something that I probably don't need to force. My anticipation, but I'm kind of getting bored of the game again, right? Like, it's cool to be super late game and everything, but I don't feel like I'm learning anything at the moment. I feel like I'm just kind of taking my turns and being like, okay, this will end eventually, right? And I feel like I'm playing very cautiously. I do not feel like I'm, tempting fate with any of the things that we're doing. So I'm kind of switching that up. I'm tempting fate. I'm tossing myself into a probably bad situation. But we're going to see how it goes. We have a immense force here. Hopefully it is enough of a force to overwhelm him. Hopefully he tries to get smart and he sallies out, right? In the anticipation of catching us outside. We hit him with 3 flames from the skies. That softens him up enough, and we just annihilate his army. I don't know what the likelihood of that is. But I don't think there's a very high likelihood of it. But we're going to try it out. We're going to see how it goes. And now I've hemmed and hawed about that enough. Fingers crossed. We'll see how it all pans out. The other third kind of interesting movement, most of this is, again, just like repositioning stuff, bringing, Lizard Shamans towards sending Immortals out to the front line to continue raiding, etc. This, though, is probably someone's already yelled this at me for being a dumbass, but I realized the Shattered Throne over here has Blood Magic bonus 30. So 30% less Blood Slaves to cast Blood Magic rituals from this province. So we're actually going to send Infiend 1 and our Vampire 19 up here to Silverfangs. And we're going to start summoning vampires there at a reduced cost, and also summoning hopefully mass summoning vampire lords. And the goal will be, right, we get how many we get? 14 of the normal scenario. We get, that's forces of darkness, right? 14 plus fiends of darkness. So every turn, if we can summon a vampire lord and 14 fiends of darkness, and they can just fly off into, you know, the night, because the fiends of darkness have just as much movement as the vampire lords do. That would be really cool, right? Like, that would be a really effective spawn generator and tool for killing shit. It's also just going to be cheaper for us overall. As we ramp up our blood economy, we're getting really close to starting in Belagor. We could start, but I want to get one more big patrol tick before I send the majority of these people west to try to defend Kailasa. We'll see how that goes. I wonder if he's going to actually attack me in the Mighty Pillars here. He's got all these little force here. I think maybe he's going to try to, like, come in. But I think he probably sees me here, and he's just going to, like, move towards back to Realm of Silence. I think it'd be interesting, though. I think, obviously, I think these guys would die, but I kind of want someone to run in here and be like, oh, shit. That's a whole lot of Ko-Onis, you know? Because I think it would be funny. Anyways, other interesting things that are happening this turn. Yes. There. We're putting up a couple of temples. We're putting up a temple in Tenera. We already did the temple in Rim Mountains. We are sending people into Halbathria to be able to put up a temple. We are sending someone into Pugria to be able to put up a temple. I'm considering... No, we can't build a palisade yet. I think I'm just going to sit on this gold, honestly. And try to, again, push a temple. We need to get a temple over here in Olentova. Get anyone over there easily? Or I can. But I can get this gala there with some boots. I can. Good. And honestly, I'll probably put a gala over here. Nope, there's already a temple there. Okay. I think we're fine then. So we want to get a temple in Olentova, a temple in Halbathria, a temple in Pugria, and a temple in Dershid. And I think that's probably enough for now. I'd like to get a fort in Delka. I think that's going to be a good place for us, but I don't know that that's going to happen anytime in the near future. As you can see, our water gems are basically nilch now. Still, a lot of our forging is going into water bracelets and water lenses. I think that's probably going to continue every turn. Probably we're close to being done with water kidnids in Gartha, for example. We'll probably continue to summon them down in Belagor and over in Pangaea, because I think they're going to be useful there. And that's it. I mean, that's honestly that's about it. We don't really have much else going on, truth be told. I say that we're doing a lot of so we're running out of water gems to be able to produce with, so we're swapping. I'm looking for opportunities to swap to other things, into more air gems, into more earth gems, and into, I feel relatively comfortable about our nature gems. So we're still producing a lot of bags of wine, still getting towards the goal of 0 supply usage with any army, right? But we're also producing a bunch of Horns of Valor and, what are they called? Crowns of Command this turn, in order to make sure that, like, you know, NC8 over here has a water lens, great. How useful is that going to be for him? He's leading a shit ton of troops, though. A Horn of Valor is going to be super useful for him. A Crown of Command will be super useful for him also. Same thing for like NC7, etc. So we're gonna doing that is gonna free up a couple of water lenses that will redistribute out to other people. And then I want to get to the point to where we have a very understood base for our Ishibs and for our Incies, and then we don't have to produce water lenses or water bracelets willy-nilly past that point. It's every time we produce an Ishib, we know that we're going to want to produce a water bracelet and a water lens. And then we can not worry about specifics. I think that's pretty much it. We are not forging a... we're not forging a legendary this turn. Again, I'm kind of in that scenario where there's not a lot of legendaries that I am thinking are super useful that we actually can forge. Already exists. Flailing Hands already exists. This could actually be useful, but this is 60 death gems. I don't really want to spend 60 death gems. Like, I would rather just build up the death gems. It's just the things that are useful are already taken. Like, that's useful. But I don't really have a reason for this. Put up Underdark. Just be like, fuck it. The world is darkness. But that's not gonna do anything but hurt me. You know? None of these really scale, I think. So it just doesn't really matter. Yeah. Alright. Oh, I guess Legion of Whites does. How many? By 3 for every extra level the caster is. So we have we're 6. We put on a skull cap. We put on a... Oh. It would only be a +1 because it would be replacing a skull staff. But we could put on a cap. We don't have. We would have to make one. And then we could put on a... we're trying to stretch this just for like additional whites. Which I guess whites are cool. Whites are good. I don't know. That's not what we want to do with our death gems right now, anyways. So it's just not a thing that we care about. So I have talked about way too much shit. Nothing else super exciting is happening this turn. So that's gonna be it for the turn. Thanks for watching. I will see you all next time. Fingers crossed that this posturing in Sciatica and the Realm of Silence goes well for us, and that the actual attack on Raphabolia goes well. If these both go bad for us, our western front is kind of going to be in tatters, and we could actually see a big resurgence from Hinnom. So this is very risky play. This is very risky and very unnecessary play. But I'm also kind of bored of the game, so is what it is. Thanks for watching. I will see you all next time. Bye, everybody. Wait, what? Who? Oh. Whatever. You can wait. Done.